Now, let me show you guys, know that I'm clean. And no, things don't have to be super duper clean. I'm not anal. I'm not like, God, you can't leave a dish out overnight kind of thing. But when I'm sick and disabled and things are a million times harder for me to do, scrubbing this stuff is not easy, especially when I'm sick. And I'm sick. And I'm still supposed to be in the hospital. So common sense would tell you that I'm probably not capable of scrubbing, especially when I already did it before I was even in the hospital. So for someone to then come and destroy everything that took me so hard to do is just, it's cruel. How is it not cruel? I would never go to your house and destroy your house while you're out sick in the hospital. Like, is this paint? Why the fuck is there paint on these? And if you know me, you know I'm pretty clean and immaculate. I would never have stuff like this. And I honestly can't do this. I honestly can't clean this stuff. I do not have sponges. I don't know what he did with them. He used all the dishwasher liquid, I think, to wash dishes because I don't have any of that left either. And honestly, I would have to place an order online and then pay for it to have it delivered. And in my head, I'm thinking, why should I have to do this? Why should I have to clean a grown-ass man's destruction of my place? Why should I have to come home and to this? Like, all these were filled with treats and we're in the coffee station. All the treats were eaten. Every single food item was eaten. Everything I needed to come home to and have was gone. There was no even place for me to sleep or sit. There was nothing to replenish my body. No water, no electrolytes, no food, nothing. Now, why should I have to go and replace all this stuff out of my pocket when the person who caused this destruction has money and I don't even have an income because I haven't gotten disability? Because our medical health system in the United States is trash. And if you don't look a certain way, talk a certain way, then you're paid as someone that's probably faking in spite of labs, in spite of diagnosis. Because honestly, some of the people that are paid to help us ill and disabled people are really not as knowledgeable as they think they are. So they're not familiar with even the medications I take. And these are people I'm entrusting my life and health to who actually worsen it because I don't look sick. So I must not be sick. And dismay doctors and doctors' orders. And this person who did this, who's supposedly a friend, I think had the same mentality. I don't look sick, so I must not be sick. So I should be able to come home from the hospital, even though I wasn't discharged because I was well, and I should be able to come and clean my place up after him. And I'm not getting paid for it. What the fuck? You're having a sick and disabled person clean up your destruction, and you're not going to pay me for it? Like, what do I look like to you? A subservient spick? Like, this is what you're showing me. Because at no point have you called and said, let me send you some money to at least replace some of the things I've done. My $200 and something vacuum is gone. My blood pressure cuffs, I have one. I don't know where the charger is to because I don't know where he left it. And then I had one for my wrist. And I don't know where it is. So I'm supposed to take my blood pressure daily because there's a medication I take called Midodrine. And it's based on what my heart rate and blood pressure is that day. So I can't just take it. It has to be checked. But this person that came to my house and did this, do you think he cared? Obviously, he doesn't care if I live or die. Doesn't care if I have the things I need. There's still stuff missing, and he won't reply to me where they are. He hasn't at one point stepped up and said, let me send someone or let me send some money and at least you can replace what you need. No. In fact, the conversation I had with him was for me to use the jizzed on towels that he left because he stole mine and use that to dry myself off. Really? Is that how little you think of me? That's what I deserve? I deserve to use jizzed on towels to dry myself, and not the towels I bought with my money that you stole. And then you made yourself the victim because I asked you to please put my Ring camera up. It's my fucking house. Like, how dare you come into my house and change everything, and then you're insulted. Like, I gave you the reasons why I have a Ring camera, and it's for my protection, but you can care less about me and my safety. Like, you're insulted that I wanted my Ring camera back up. Like, I deserved the fucking destruction that was left to me because I asked for something that, in my home that I pay for, service I pay for, equipment I pay for, and you're telling me I don't have that right? That your wants and needs come before my own when you don't pay a fucking thing here? You didn't contribute anything to me here in my home to earn that right, that you can dictate my decisions on how I want my place and if I get to have a Ring camera up or not. Like, this seems so intentional, because why would you leave my place this way? Because I said that. Those items that you took, you purposely took them? I still can't find my safe. My $200-something vacuum. And a lot of other things. I just don't see any effort from you except saying you'll fly here at some point in the month. And all I think is, okay, great. Maybe you can access some of this, but I've already cleaned a lot of it. Yeah, I've already cleaned a lot of it, believe it or not. I've had to put things into piles because you see these baskets? All these things in these baskets were actually all over the place. I'm at least creating a system, like home items, electronics, decor things, pencils and notebooks and laundry. Like, I'm at least creating a pile of a system because there was no rhyme or reason where things were put. Things were put everywhere. These were under the credenza. Like, seriously. Seriously. So what are you going to do when you get here? Because you didn't want to do a thing when you were here. You don't even want to take responsibility. So, like, and making yourself the victim because I said, please put my Ring camera up. I need to send you some food I'm paying for out of my pocket. That cost me $60-something out of my pocket, plus the cost of the delivery. And I want to make sure you get it because Albuquerque has the highest crime rate after New Orleans. It's number 1 or 2 in the nation. So I want to make sure that the camera is up so no person steals the food I'm having delivered to you. Oh, but you're the victim. I didn't have to spend money on treating you. It's not like you were treating me. I was doing that because you said you were in my home improving it. And I thought, well, the least I could do is, send a meal over. And I want to make sure he gets it. And it pissed you off so badly for my kind gesture that you decided to destroy my place and leave it that way. Like, you used to get bullied. I remember that because it still affects me today. I hated seeing people bullied because I used to be bullied at home. And I used to stand up for you when no one used to stand up for me. The one person that stood up for you, and this is how you paid back. That's what hurts me. That's what's really, really affecting me. Is that I have no one to help me. No one to step up for me. Not even you. Not even knowing what it feels like. And after I used to stick up for you, This is how you paid me back? Like, maybe I should have let you get bullied. Maybe I should have let people treat you like shit. Maybe I should have been one of them too, because this is how you paid me back.